Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. In this video, you're going to learn about non-judgmental awareness. And it's really about learning not to judge people around you. Now, this is kind of one that's taken me a little bit to really wrap my head around, strictly for the reason that it was after cancer that really made me see the different things and different parts of people that were, one, trying to relate to me, and two, like, don't ever really know what they're going through. And for a while I was getting, and actually I still get, people that come up to me and, tell me, oh, I've had it pretty hard. I've had it pretty hard, I kind of whatever went through this, and it comes down to them just really trying to relate. But it's, at first it was difficult for me to really want to listen to these people because they weren't or hadn't gone through a cancer experience, and not that anyone ever needs to go through that, but it was kind of a tough one for me because they didn't really realize, I felt they weren't at the level that I was at when it came to, really realizing kind of death and mortality and just pure like fear, And it took a little bit of time for me to, finally kind of just realize that, I need to stop trying to have them relate to me or make them feel like, their story isn't as important as mine, because at the end of the day, their story is their story, and it affected them in really profound ways also. If someone broke their leg and then they were out for a while and they felt like they weren't being good at progressing themselves, and they felt like the world was going to end, well, that's what they were feeling, and I'm not really one to judge what their feelings are and why they were feeling it. In the middle of this realization, it also came to me that, like, these people, they do go through stuff. Everyone goes through something, It just so happens that the thing that I went through was cancer, and people have come to me with the intention of trying to relate to what my feelings were and what my story is through their own. And by learning to not judge them and to letting them know that our stories, my story is obviously about cancer. Your story might be of, breaking your leg in a car accident and watching your friend die, or whatever it is, it's all relative. Their story really affected them. My story really affected me. And it's important to not blur those lines of getting angry and having frustrations that, yeah, you went through a pretty traumatic experience, but you didn't feel mortality like I did. And that's exactly the wrong mindset to go through, and to kind of flip it into more of a growth mindset and be like, hey, that's really sorry. I'm really sorry. And, let them know that, show them compassion. But at the same time, don't try to compare and don't try to do things that will kind of hinder a potential a friendship, or even maybe a closer relationship down the road too, So just take the time to realize the difference between the two, and as that mindset changes of you and of yourself, then you can start really helping people relate and helping those people really through their tough time, because now that you're a cancer survivor, you have a chance to help other people, whether they've been through cancer or, maybe they are dealing with a different disease like MS or Lou Gehrig's disease or whatnot. So just remember that their stories are relative, they're relative to themselves. Your story is yours. You just tell your story the best that you know how and help the other people do the same. So don't compare, and really just take the time to know your story and to work on your story so that you can help those other people too. So right on. Well, I hope you guys like this video and like the content that I'm putting out. Hit me in the comments below and hit subscribe on my YouTube channel, and I'll get back to the comments as soon as I have some time. And again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time, and I will see you on the next video.